Hi, my dear Sagis. Hello, my name is Marta. This channel's name is called Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yes, as well as myself. Hey, Sagis, how are you all doing? I hope everybody's okay, and actually more than okay, but just really, in that kind of an energy. I really hope so. um, yeah, let's start because I'm like, the moment I hit that record button, it seems to be like with those new types of readings, which are an incorporation of the new and the old, which is quite fitting to the theme or to those energies that are coming in. Um, it's like I'm being swamped with everything all at once, and I'm like, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. So that really very much already ties into your reading. I know that because as soon as I tapped into your beautiful energies, I like majorly on the left hand side, really like almost like electricity, like in my brain, like left hand side here, and it was like headachy, really headachy, and also I could feel it like in my shoulders. So this is definitely a very specific message for some of you, some tightness that goes all the way here, and it's the left side. This is like very specific, so for you to know, yes, this is your reading. This is confirmation. All right. Yeah, just put attention. The advice here is to put your attention on this area. Just allow it to be the way it is, and accept it. There's a lot about accepting how you feel, and even if we're not feeling so swell, accept that, because that in itself will turn the whole thing around. And also there's something about my hearing starts to be a bit off right now, so I'm perceiving this echoing kind of a thing, like I'm in a room and it starts to echo. So either you just moved and there are no furnitures, and you know how it almost hurts your ears when there's so much echo. So there may also be a sensitivity to sound. It's really not so comfortable, I have to say, Sagis. Or it's just like you receiving a bunch of light codes and hence the headaches, because everything is starting to shift, and hence the feeling of not quite feeling right. Okay, sweethearts, as you could tell, we just jumped right into it. And yeah, as soon as we reach the 10,000 subscribers, you'll receive a 20% discount off on all extendeds as well as all private readings. And you can win a free 20-minute private reading with Spirit and myself for the month of July. Just hit the subscribe button and say in the comments that you did that, okay? Oh, wow. That was easy. I'm perceiving with that first part that it is indeed light codes, and I really, really hope, wow. Thanks. Okay. Wow, and we have 4 cards, not 3. All right. Okay. It's a general reading, my dear Sagittarian friends, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. I know I put a time on it, but that's rather for informative purposes. Whenever the message hits you, it's yours at that time. Trust your gut on this one. Also, these messages can be triggering because they're designed for those that seek personal and or spiritual growth. All right, let's go. This is so cool. All right, so you have the Page of Rods, and I still have that thing in my ears. Can you please lift it off now? I've explained it to them what it is, and I'm thinking it might ease through the reading, so we'll see. All right, so you have the Page of Wands here, which is very much and very clearly a messenger here, which is why I said the light codes are very spot on, I would believe. You may or may not believe in this, but if you have any of those symptoms, I would, if I were you, really look into that direction and see if any of those symptoms make sense to you. I'll look that up. I really, recently stumbled upon a channel. Her name is Lisa Lopes. L-O-P... No, wait, it's not Lisa Lopes. It's Christina Lopes. I'm so sorry. Christina. So it's Christina Lopes. Sorry. L-O-P-E-S. And she's just amazing. Like, her work is amazing. And if I were you, I'd check that out. If you have any of those symptoms that I just described, she may be able to help you a lot. Yeah, downloads, light codes, however you want to call them, visions possibly also, but spirit is trying, either way, spirit is trying to communicate with you. The universe is trying to communicate with you. For some of you, this means also that you're tapping in more and more into your natural element, and to some of you this could mean connecting a lot more to Mother Earth and Mother Nature, and perceiving all the wonders that she brings forth in a very different way, in a much more connected kind of a way here. Yeah, like receiving or gaining the ability, which you've always had, by the way. It was just covered to talk to plants and to really actually talk to animals too. Like, have that vice versa communication. Your next card out here, Geminis, is the World, which is a complete meant to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Spirit has put you there, and this is something that we may only experience and recognize in retrospect here. And the feeling that I keep getting with the cards also is like a feeling of something is trying to hurry you along, trying to push you along. And me as a reader is like you saying to me, hurry up already. And this is like kind of bugging. So I'm picking up on your energy clearly. So it's bugging me. And I'm like, I have to remind myself, I do these readings in my own time. And this is a reminder to you to clearly state and communicate that you want to do this on your own time, and do it so it's comfortable to you. Okay, so you can communicate that messages, yes, possibly or definitely, however you can communicate to for them to be incorporated in a much more easy way. Because to me, receiving this message right now is like, you must not be doing this, or maybe you are, and then this is confirmation, yes, please keep doing that. Like, feel how you feel in that situation and then you act. It's not because things are changing, right? It's like you have to we all have to rediscover ourselves. Who are we in that moment? And it's a moment by moment thing almost right now, I feel. Or you wake up in the morning and you're completely different, or you feel like a different person than you were the night before when you went to sleep. And it's all those activations and those light codes, and the world is just changing. So that's what that is clearly here. And again, it's a meant to be. That's all divinely orchestrated, everything. And they're now drawing my card to, and my view to this card here, which is a guardian angel card, Sagis. And I very much feel, excuse me, please. That was louder than intended. So they're drawing my view to this, and I feel extreme cloudedness in my head, and like almost my head is too full. So it's quite uncomfortable, I have to say, to read this message to you today. It's like really vroom, 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 almost like binaural beats, too much binaural beats or something. There's also a meditation for this to kind of calm down from that, because too much binaural beats is not good for us either. So your card says, love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligned, exactly, yes, to your soul's sacred purpose, and unleash your divine potential through the power of love here, Sagis. And that's exactly where we're making that shift from one thing to the next. It's like a triangle kind of a thing. Dun, dun. I can definitely see it like a triangle, and the upward facing triangle, as far as I can remember, is the alchemical symbol for fire. We're very much in fire season right now. All right. Yeah, and we're coming to the Nine of Pentacles here, which is you in your gorgeous independence, and you realizing, wow, I am a sovereign being indeed. I'm no longer tied to these heavy things. I am, and it's really like, and it's interesting that they brought the guardian angel card in at this moment, because it's really like you're like in this swampy kind of an energy, and all of a sudden they pull you up. And you're like breathing for air. Sagittarius is breathing for air. And in that moment, it's like, oh, okay. In that moment, you're realizing something. So it's much like you being in an uncomfortable state, then all of a sudden through meditation, or because you suddenly are able to raise your vibration in some kind of a way and connect to your higher self and to your higher guidance. This is when it's like, oh, all right, I'm this. I am actually this, says Sagittarius, and the veil is really, really thin. So you are indeed receiving messages and divine guidance, and I can again hear it in right now. I can hear it in my left ear, but the feeling of cloudiness has moved to the back of my head now, so it's no longer that uncomfortable. So some of you may even actually start channeling and start really actively and consciously perceive those messages and may be able to bring them in. But it's a lot of energy. Wow. A lot of energy. Nine of Pentacles denotes to independence and denotes to the abundance we all hold inside, that you hold inside here, Sagittarius, all right? That's your independence. That's you stepping into that place of alignment, really. And this is where we come into the next card, which is the Lover's card. That's Gemini energy. And that's clearly talking to me about the internal divine feminine and divine masculine, and how much wisdom and alignment lays in the union of these two here. That could be someone on the outside as well, because often when we are able to align ourselves inside, that also reflects on the outside, because we become vibrational magnets and are then able to attract our matches, being that soul tribe or soul partners. That's what that is, and that's what's coming in. And again, very much divinely orchestrated. Right now, I feel like I often feel like a chess figure that has been moved throughout my life in different positions for now to finally be where I need to be. And you may feel such an exact same thing, especially when you hit that coming out and then, oh wow, I'm this. I'm indeed this. And then you keep going, right? And by this, I mean not a limited kind of belief of yourself, but I rather see this as realizing the I amness of things, if that makes any sense. So it's really like you're realizing that there's a soul, right, an oversoul, and that there are different pieces and parts because you've been split, and you are realizing, wow, you're part of this, but you're also the whole, and that's that. And you finally realizing that you've been here throughout many lifetimes, you've lived many expressions of yourself, and by yourself I mean that higher aspect of yourself. That's a very interesting message, Sagittarius. Very interesting. And there lies so much abundance in this, and also peacefulness coming out of those turbulent kind of times. And as I go back, I feel like, oh, there's so much. And then going up, and then it's almost like going up and then to be at ease, be in this flow kind of a state, looking over, and then, oh my goodness. So it's that same kind of a plane is what I'm being shown. However, you somehow manage to cross that barrier, and here it's just much more flowy, which is really gorgeous. There's also a connotation to sacred geometry and the effects of it, and sacred geometry is very closely tied to those light codes, because they are indeed codes. They're not words that are coming through. It's different. It's light language, or however you want to call this, right? And again, with the Lovers, I feel a strong connection to Mother Earth again here. So it's going to become stronger for you, even stronger, Sagittarius. All right, we're going to continue with Wildwood Tarot. Thank you. Oh, it's 2 already. Yeah. So what just happened with picking the cards here was really interesting to me, because the first one came out really readily, and it was faced so I could see it. Then there was one that popped out that I can't see it, and one that I actually had to pick, and one that came out as a last card, but that came out a bit crooked. So that speaks to me about the process that is happening here. There's a bit of everything involved, a bit of you seeing something immediately. And I need to show you that first card. I'm so itchy. 5 of Arrows with frustration, right? Frustration. It's like trying to catch this damn thing here, this damn goat, and you can't. It's like, I know you're there, and actually you're so close. I could definitely catch you with my bow and arrow because I want to eat. It's like that. I know it's there. I'm hungry for it, says Sagittarius. However, you don't seem to quite have been able to hit the mark yet, right? That's what's been telling me here. And you're frustrated about this, and that's that headachy kind of an energy. It's like, I know where I need to go. Like, loads of people told me this already. Like, my own intuition is telling me where I need to go here. However, I haven't been quite able to hit the mark. But it'll come to you. Like they said, it's like that lifting up and then over, and then that flowy kind of a state. And again, that element of having to be flexible, having to be adjustable and stay adjustable. Wake up in the morning and be aware that you may not be the same person that went to bed last night because you've elevated. Oh my God, I'm so itchy. Sorry. My nose. And that's what this is denoting to here, my dear Saggies. Very focused though, very focused, very driven, really wanting to, really hungering for it. Absolutely. But you'll get there, right? It's okay to be frustrated. Again, I'm feeling my throat chakra right now as I'm starting to speak on that. It's okay to speak on your frustration. You don't have to worry that you're attracting more frustration. Of course, don't stay in that feeling for too long, but it's definitely necessary even to speak on your emotions and to allow them to rise up. I can feel it again. Throat chakra. There's something that suppressed emotions that you're not speaking on. Go there, because it's part of yourself that yearns for expression, yet that hungers for that type of expression. What they're showing me now is the back of this card, actually, which is beautiful because it's a tree and the roots, and then there are more roots, and then there's a tree. So where you only usually would expect roots and then more roots going deeper, it's not that. It's just a mirror image of that same tree. And that's so interesting. It's almost like, yeah, and that's that here. It's discovering a discovered world, a hidden world that you didn't expect to be there once you cross that threshold, right? And then coming into more of that flow state, that comes as a surprise to you because it's so sudden, and the energy shift is profound, really profound. And you do have here the 8 of Stones, my dear Saggies, 8 of Stones with skill. So what that is telling me right now is like every time you miss that goat, it's like you went back home and you were like frustrated and angry, but you started to work. You started to put that energy to use, right? It's not like you were frustrated and trying to let it out on other people. It's more so, all right, I'm going to focus more. Apparently I need to really, really craft out my skills, get even better at this. And this is a continuum of going back and forth between, am I now going to be able to hit that goat? Am I? Still not. Dang. And then you go back and then you practice some more and also learn how to make different instruments. So really stepping into your resilience and into your power and into your strength. This is talking about the process of becoming incredibly strong because you are persisting here, Sagittarius, in that situation. You are definitely persisting and you are succeeding, okay? That's very important. But that situation and that frustration was very important for your path here. Very important. This is not something that that was there by accident, is what I want to say. This is very much divinely orchestrated, and sometimes you have to get to that point of frustration, because then you start to move, then you start to hone in different skills, work on yourself, because you're not happy with the situation. So some people stay there in that situation and are just unhappy for the rest of their lives. Not so Sagittarius here. You're really, every time you started to go back, and kudos to you. That's not so easy to do. That's amazing. Really, really cool. Really cool. All right, Sag. We're already 20 minutes in. If you're interested, I'm going to create an extended. For this one, we already have 2 cards here that I'm going to interpret as we go over to Vimeo and our Patreon. So if you would like to, you can follow me over there. Link down below. I really hope this was helpful to you. And I'm sending you much love and light, Saggies. And I'll see you either over there or next time. Bye, guys. Bye.